that wraps up our speakers, and definitely we've talked about a lot over the last day and a half. And when you look at agriculture, we've talked a lot about the challenges, right? When we look at the challenges of, are these ideologies of consumers, is it really, are they voting with their dollar? When you look at the growing activists. But when you look at agriculture, and what are we best at? We're best at turning challenges into opportunities. And so I think this week, as we kind of, everything soaks in and we digest what everyone talks about, it's figuring out how to take some of these challenges and turn them into opportunities, something that I think agriculture can do. And when you look at 2019, when you look at the protein sector overall, it's bullish. Protein consumption per capita could hit a near record high this year. Sterling Profit Tracker actually has it at 221 pounds per person this year is what they're projecting. The record was 221.9 in 2004. So a lot of it hinges on exports, but when you look at more people coming to the table and wanting protein, the stat yesterday that when you look at just millennials, over half of them that call themselves vegetarians eat meat. And most of it's bacon, and like Leah said, bacon is the gateway meat for vegetarians. You cannot get away from what makes our industry so great and our products so great: taste. And we continue to improve taste of our products. So there's a lot of good for 2019, and this push for protein is something I think we're going to be talking about. A lot of bullishness in the market on what it means. But as we leave this week, we all do have a seat at the table. We just need to pull up a chair and make that conversation happen. So let's give a round of applause to all the speakers this week for making it a success. And with that, I would like to introduce Sarah Novak, Alliance Chairperson for the Summit Closing. Sarah is the American Feed Industry Association's Vice President of Membership and Public Relations. She represents AFIA on the Alliance's Board of Directors and is just beginning her 2-year term as Chairperson of the Board. How exciting. Let's welcome Sarah to the stage.
So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining us this year at the 2019 Animal Ag Alliance Stakeholder Summit, A Seat at the Table. I hope you all have made some new connections and brought plenty of ideas to put into action to make sure animal agriculture continues to have a seat at the table. I'd like to personally challenge everyone to take what we learned this week back to our homes, our farms, our businesses, and our organizations, and take some action for the future of animal agriculture and to ensure the industry that we're all so proud of continues to be successful. A few of my take-homes, and Tyne summarized it very well as well, is from yesterday's panel: price, taste, health matter. Using the term customer instead of consumer, that was one that really resonated with me. I think today we heard the quote from Rabobank that $1 billion in alternative proteins. That kind of blew me away a little bit. Hard versus soft targets. I definitely learned something in this morning's presentation on that one. But really, everyone kind of tied it together with telling your story. If it's your story as a farmer, if it's your story as an association, helping your farmers tell it, if it's your story as a dietitian or a nutritionist or a food company, helping everyone kind of tell their story. With that, I'd like to thank our moderator, Tyne Morgan, did an excellent job leading us through the last 2 days of very packed content and information. So please join me in giving one final round of applause for Tyne. Some of the notes that the Alliance staff gave me, and I'm following my directions appropriately here as my first kind of roll up here, is you'll be receiving an email this afternoon with a link for the survey. I think you've probably got 2 others already. I've done my 2. Hopefully you've done yours. But the last one will come out about today's speaker. Really encourage you to complete the survey and share your thoughts. That's how the Alliance team continues to improve and grow and make this summit better each year. And then the final thing, while you all have your iPhones out and laptops and iPads and all those kind of things, mark in your calendars, May 7th through 8th, 2020 will be the next summit, and it will be in Arlington, Virginia at the Renaissance Capitol View. So really all you need to know is May 7th and 8th next year. Make sure you're there, and have everyone have a safe travel home, and thank you for coming.